Hi guys, it's Chatmate here again, and today I'll be taking us through a trade breakdown on this beautiful 1 to 7 R trade that we had on Euro USD. So, how I free my buyers. First thing was I spotted a rejection on the daily, although the trade is a counter trend trade because the clear direction of the market is bearish, but this was a very short buy that market had, which is a form of like a pullback. All right, so we just had to hop on that opportunity before the subsequent fall happened. So price had this rejection from this V-shaped key level on the daily time frame. All right, now this rejection also presented to us a CRT range on the daily time frame, the low and the CRT high. Let me write it there. CRT high. Let me take all these out so we could clearly see it, and then these are our CRT low. All right, now after we have seen that price giving us our CRT high and also our CRT low, now we then went down to look for a more precise entry. But before then, we also looked for the breakout, because after a rejection comes our breakout. All right, so we went down one time frame lower, which is our 4 hours time frame, because we started our direction from the daily time frame, and we saw that this was the rejection here. All right, that was the rejection there, and we had to look for a breakout. A breakout is often priced breaking above the previous A-shaped key level in a downtrend or V-shaped key level in an uptrend. All right, so our breakout happened here. That was our breakout. All right, so now after we have spotted our breakout, our price had taken out the previous A-shaped level. We waited for our first pullback, which formed a source of liquidity. All right, this was price giving us liquidity here. So now after we have looked for our breakout, our rejection, and also our inducement, now we had to look for a more clearer and precise entry. All right, so we aren't seeing any zone at this point in time that is so close to this level, although this V-shaped level here is also a fresh level. Let me take this out, please. Although this V-shaped level here is also a fresh level. This is also a fresh level, but we wanted a zone that is closer to this inducement. So to refine that, we had to go lower, one time frame lower. So on our 2-hour time frame, we saw this QML level here. All right, we saw this QML level here. So we took our trade off from this QML level, and our stop was below the wick of this V-shaped key level in case price wants to reverse or retrace a little. All right, so now after we have gotten our entry, next is for us to look for our exit. You may be wondering why I had my exit to be at this zone. If you look on the daily time frame, all right, after this rejection that happened from this our zone here, and then price formed our CRT, we should get to understand that in MSNR, price moved from one MSNR key level to the next MSNR key level. So after this rejection, the next key level that price is heading towards is this A-shaped key level here. Sorry about that. This A-shaped key level here. Remember, we also have a CRT range, but why we won't be making use of the CRT rate full time is because this is a counter trend trade. Assuming it was in the same trend, would have, okay, maybe the range would have held, but this is against the trend. It's a sort of pullback, so that was why we had to use the apex of, that is this A-shaped key level here. All right, so on our 2 hour time frame where we had our entry, network is sort of bad, so that was why we had to take our exit to be at that zone. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you. It's just me here again. Have a nice day.